Hi, this is Griffin with Huisen Furniture. Today we're going to be building the hometrends wood accent cabinet. This is our dark oak finish and it can only be found in Canada, so on walmart.ca or stores located in Canada. And it will only ship to you if you're located in Canada. Before we start, you want to make sure that none of your panels have any damage and that you have all of your hardware. If you have any issues, you can call the number on the front of the manual and we'll get you taken care of. If everything is in order, then we can begin assembly. For step 1, grab your B panel, your magnet, your 2 screw 6s, and 4 cam bolts. To start, we can screw in our 4 cam bolts into these outer 4 pre-drilled holes. They will be the smaller of each pair. Next, grab your magnet. As you can see, there's an opening. You want this opening facing towards the outside of the panel. So as you can see, there are 2 pre-drilled holes here on the B panel. I want to position that magnet so that the open side is facing towards the outside of the panel. Line up those 2 holes with the holes on the magnet and then secure it with your 2 screw number 6s. They're little black screws. In step 2, you're going to want to grab your G and F panel, 4 more cam bolts, and 8 wood dowel pieces. To start, we can insert 4 wood dowel pieces into each panel. So on this F panel, you're going to want to insert it in to these inner 2 pre-drilled holes right here. So there's cam lock holes right here with pre-drilled holes. You want to go inside of those 2. You can do the same thing on the G panel. So it should look like that. Next, you're going to want to insert in 2 more wood dowel pieces into these bottom sides of the F and G panels. Okay, and then screw in 2 cam bolts into each panel on these 2 pre-drilled holes. In step 3, you're going to want to grab your H and I panels, 4 of these screw 4s, 8 of these screw 3s, 2 magnet strikes, your 2 handles, and 4 hinges. We can start with these magnet strikes, which you're going to secure with these 2 black little screw 5s. So you can see that on your H panel you have these 2 holes for the hinges. So, and then over here you have 2 pre-drilled holes for the handle, and then you have this 1 hole over here. This is where the magnet strike is going to go. You want to position it so that the hole lines up and then the magnet strike lines up with this edge. Then screw it in. You're going to want to do the same thing on your I panel. Line up your magnet strike to that pre-drilled hole. Make sure that the strike is lined up to this edge. And secure with a screw number 5. Next, we can secure our 4 hinges. So you're going to want to grab the hinge on this side and simply just push it in to this pre-drilled hole. Line up these 2 holes right here and secure it with 2 of your screw 4s. Lastly, you want to use your 4 screw 4s to secure your handles. So these screws are going to come through on this side and attach to your handle on this bottom side. So screws on the same size as these hinges and the magnet strike, handle on the other side. Find it easier just to do this by hand and then tighten it down with a screwdriver. Repeat that on your eye panel. In step 4, you're going to want to grab your B and F panel and 2 cam locks. So we can start by inserting these 2 cam locks into the F panel. As you can see on the cam lock, there will be a little plus and minus. You want to position this plus and minus so that it's facing outwards towards this pre-drilled hole on the outside of the panel. So insert that in, align the plus and minus facing this way. So after you insert in the cam locks, we're going to want to position our B panel so that this unfinished side is facing up and the magnet is on the bottom. Next, grab this F panel. Then slide the B panel into the cam locks in the F panel. Then to secure it, simply turn the cam locks clockwise. Do not over tighten the cam locks. In step 5, we're going to keep our same assembly and grab our 2 E panels and 2 more cam locks. You're going to want to slide the end of the E panel into the cam lock with the cam lock holes facing inside. But first, you want to insert in your 2 cam locks in the same way that we have before with your plus and minus. So I find the plus and minus and I have them pointed this direction. I'm going to use a screwdriver to push those all the way down in. Then slide the cam bolt into the cam lock and turn clockwise. You want to position your E panel so that this unfinished side is facing this direction towards the right with these. Then tighten your cam lock. Okay, then do the same thing with this C panel. So as you can see, unfinished side on this right side. Come down here, insert your cam lock, plus and minus, facing towards over the edge of the panel on this side. So I have the plus and minus facing towards me. Push it in, flip it over so that this unfinished side is on this right side. Slide it into the cam bolt and turn clockwise to tighten. So for step 6, you're going to want to grab your G panel, 4 more cam locks. You can go ahead and insert your 2 cam locks into both these E panels. Remember, plus and minuses facing out. Next, insert your other 2 cam locks into this G panel. Remember, plus and minuses facing out towards this outer edge of the panel. Then you can go ahead and insert the cam bolts on this B panel in. Slide those in, and then might be easier to do the E panels first. If they're not going in easy, just turn those plus and minuses so that they're faced outwards towards the pre-drill hole. Okay, there we go. Then slide this in. Then secure all 4 cam locks. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for step 7, you're going to want to grab your C panel and 4 of these long screw ones. Slide your C panel onto the assembly with the unfinished side facing up, and you want to insert it so that the wood dowels can enter into these pre-drilled holes like that. Then secure it with the 4 screw ones. So in step 8, you're going to want to grab your J panel and lay it flat with the unfinished side facing up. Then you're going to want to align your J panel as evenly as possible, and then nail it in with your 22 nails. I normally like to do one corner and then move over to the opposite corner just to keep it from sliding around. So push it down flat, then line it up. Please be sure to nail this back panel on, as it's very important for the stability of the unit. So for step 9, you're going to want to stand your unit up and grab 8 wood dowel pieces. Simply just insert them in to the pre-drilled holes. So for step 10, you're going to want to grab your A panel, and on the side with all these pre-drilled holes, you want to insert that on top of your assembly onto those wood dowel pieces. Then you're going to want to come underneath and secure it with your 8 screw 2s. So you're going to have like a little mini screwdriver for this, unless your screwdriver will fit. So for step 12, you're going to grab your 2 doors, and on the doors are the hinges, and this right here will be your lateral adjustment. These can be used for your vertical adjustment going up or down. This is going to either smash the hinge closer or farther away laterally. Then this is your forwards or backwards adjustment, like this. So to attach the hinges, you're going to simply use 4 screws right here into the pre-drilled holes on each side. So this is the door with the I panel, so it's going to go on this right side. And you're going to need 8 of your screw 3s. There we go, 1 door down. You're going to want to repeat that for this other door.